Well, hello there. It's been like 6 months since I updated, and now I think I've nearly reached 5,000 subscribers, so that's fucking ace like. It's took a while, but we're there. So, yeah, what has happened in 6 months? Pretty much, in short, I've had twin babies, two identical girls, so that's cool. I've also got a son who's turning 4 soon. So it's been a bit busy. Unfortunately, one of my dogs died, what was not great either. And just now, I'm kind of putting an extension on the garage, or utilizing the buildings I already had and making them into one. I've got a MGTF that's got bent valves and everything, and waiting on an engine for that. But I'll show you the GAZ and where we're at with that, and I'll show you another couple projects and things looking forward for the channel, what's going to be happening, and then you can share away to your mates and that and show them what I'm going to be doing. But it's looking pretty good, to be honest. Can start with Jay-Z first, and then no, wait, we'll start with my teammate Neil. See what we're doing with his new build for 2022. Right, so here she is. This is an LS3, I think. I think it's a 6.2 or a 6.3, all aluminum, as the Americans would call it, or just alloy. That's what UK people would say. This came out of Mark Gemmel's. Well, it says LS2 on there. I don't know. It's an LS2 or an LS3. People who are American can tell me in the comments. And it's got 243 on the side. I'm no V8 guy, so. Yeah, that's what it is there. Came out a 350Z drift car, and never mind the butt. But yeah, that is going in an an E46, sorry, that we've got outside. It's on. It's just a shell, but it's actually a really clean shell. I'll show you how to tell if it's a clean shell or not as an E46. Now, how you can tell is these tabs down here. If these are really good and they're not rusted through like this one, it's got a little bit of surface rust, but it's not actually rusted through or anything. It's still solid. That's the main sign there. But the main reason is because it doesn't have a sunroof. The rest of the car is pretty good. We've got a Musk kit coming for it, body kit, so that'll be cool. And then we've got the M3 here. That number plate doesn't match up with this car, just that's the old boot for the Jay-Z. So yeah, don't know what I'm going to do with that, to be honest. It's just a rolling M3 shell. Might sell it, might keep it. This one here is a 330 diesel. It was a parts car for a customer, and he just gave me the car, so there could be a body kit I'll put on it and see if it'll drift. Could be a daily thing. I'm not really too sure what I'm going to do with that yet. This thing's just a 1.1 Saxo. I'm just going to use this as a like a courtesy car type thing, so not really doing anything to that, just MOT. This is the upgrade on the shed here. So this wasn't here before, this whole building. This one was, but we're just cladding it just now with backs, kind of making it look quite rustic. This is the front. I need a roller door for it. And all this was actually grass before, so excuse all the mess because I'm still building it. But all this was just all grass. So we dug out all that and we put like 40 or 50 tons of hardcore down here, but we removed like 60, 70 tons of soil and stuff, and we put it over into the field. Bought a container, so that's full of goodies and stuff, drift car stuff. Got the compact. I really don't know what I'm going to do with that. I did have it up for sale, but I was just getting silly offers and that for it, but I could pretty much break it for twice as much as people were offering for it. So the kit, loads of people have been asking about the M3 kit. I've actually got a guy down south, Matt Lowe's, fiberglass. I think he's gonna take a copy of the kit because the guy who does the original kit, he's not like mass producing them for people. So everybody who's came to me wanting this kit, they weren't able to get it. So I'm gonna send this kit away and it can get copied. And then all you need is an M3 bumper and an M3 bonnet, and then that's you good to go. Excuse the dirt. Yeah, this is the way in here. It's not the best. cleanest way, but there'll be a door here. We've got a nice window here. Still need to clad all this and clad all that. Same all up here and along there. We'll step inside, and here's the poor Jay-Z in Caleb's car. So I took the turbo off. I've sold the turbo, and now I've got a Pulsar one. I'll put in, I think it's a GT3582R, and the wastegates as well are going out the side. The BDC rules are changing. That now needs to go into the downpipe, so I need to change that. The power steering pump failed again, and that was also the Astra one. So the Astra one failed, the electric one. I had it inside the car. It was BDC around 4, and I got like practice day with the Jay-Z pump, and then it failed on the test day as a practice day, and then at night I went to Levels Racing Garage, and there was me, Neil, and Ross, who owns the company. We were there putting the fucking pump in, the Astra pump, the electric one, into the foot of the passenger's footwell, and I think it was okay for the kind of practice qualifying, and then I came to my battle and it just was like I was just lining up and I could feel it dying, so it finally died. So I don't really know what's wrong with the steering. We changed all the lines and everything for the Astra pump, because I was running AN6 high pressure feed to the rack, and I thought maybe that's too small, so we changed it to AN8, and then yeah, we did it that way. And that was the same as my mate who's got an E30 with a 1UZ in it. He's got pretty much the same setup. He's been absolutely fine. So I'm kind of thinking there must be something wrong with the rack or some restriction somewhere. There's something not right, but I know there's a ball on the 19mm banjo. I know there's a ball in there, but when I crashed this thing years and years ago, that ball failed when it crashes, because that's what it's meant to do. So I drilled it out, so that's not a restriction. So I really don't know, but I'm going to change the rack to rule that out, send my rack away to get refurbished, and then I'm going to go BMW power steering pump, make it fit the Jay-Z, and then I'll make the brackets, and I'll probably put it on my website, because that's the other thing. I've got a website now, so it's just smtmotorsport.com. So you can go on there, you can get merch, and there's putting a lot of stuff on for BMWs and stuff soon, especially like diff plates and the trailing arm toe plates and stuff like that. Putting a lot of that stuff on. We'll have some Jay-Z bits and bobs. So if you would like to see anything else in the shop, then just comment below. That'd be great. But yeah, I forgot, I've got a website now. I don't really plug things very well. But yeah, so we're going to change the whole power steering to OEM BMW as much as possible, and do that because Ross Ogilvie at Levels Racing, that's what he uses in his Jay-Z, and it's been absolutely fine. So I'm going to do that as well. The other thing I'm doing just now is the large case diff on the back. I've snapped 3 shafts now. When I put 265 Zestino tires on, I somehow snap the shafts, but if I just run normal tires, I'm fine. So it's obviously the grip. So I don't know if the diff's twisting because it's only the one single mount. So I'm making up a whole different mount system for the back of it. The same as what I've got on the medium case. So if you go on the website, you'll see the medium case one, and that works really well. So I'm going to do that for that. And if that doesn't work with the Zestinos, then I think I'm going to need to go Wisefab shafts. I would make PTO ones, but I think it's easier and probably more reliable if I just go Wisefab, to be honest. So that's where we are with this. I need to make the turbo fit a bit better anyway. I need to make a downpipe, intercooler pipe in, and also needs to be water cooled, this one, and it needs an oil feed obviously as well. So I need to do all that. So yeah, that's it. I'll show you the tour of the new workshop a bit. Yeah, so it's pretty much just a wooden shed. I've knocked through here, put these windows in, and yeah, we still need power. We've got power in here, but it's just dated. So yeah, I've got a scissor ramp for here as well. And Automotech stuff I quite like to use. So I've got a scissor ramp to go in here because Can't get cars that high, but this place is going to be perfect for like long-term builds. That I just need to get them up off the ground, get some wheels off, fit roll cages and stuff, because two-post isn't great for doing roll cages, and putting on axle stands are a bit annoying. So if I could just drive straight on, lift the car up, then happy days, you know. And then in here, this will be where like the bead roller will be, all the welders. I bought a tube bender as well now, so I can do rear crash structures and the front and back and everything like that. If you go on to SMT Garage on Facebook, you'll see I did like an S14 whole rear end on that with a crash structure. So if people are interested, like I'm going to change this one. I've got a Musk kit coming for this as well. So I'm going to change the body kit, but I'm going to put a rear radiator in the back of it, and I'm going to tube the rear end. So, and I'm also going to have a fiberglass back end. It's going to be completely fiberglass. So if I hit a wall, the whole thing can just fold in, and I'll make the arms and everything. So if people are keen on that, I can easily put a kit on the website for people to buy if that's something that interests. But yeah, just let me know down below if you fancy stuff like that, and we can put it up on the website for you. So yeah, that's all I've kind of got for today. The only other project I've got that is a wee bit down the line is I've got a Nissan Pathfinder. It's one of them 2.5 turbo diesel things, but I've actually got two JZ engines. So I was kind of wanting a Navara. I put a post up looking for a Navara, like a snapped one or something like that, because I was wanting to change into a pre-runner and like a shop truck type thing. But one of my mates had a Pathfinder, and it's got a bad chassis in the back of it. So I pretty much got it for free. So the plan with that was do the suspension myself and all that, and jack it all up. And there's 4x4 Force or something they're called. They do Navara front wings that are pre-runner style, so I'd probably buy them fiberglass ones and make the rear ones. But it'd just be a bit of fun. It's not for drifting, and it's just more a shop truck and family truck and just something cool on the road instead of buying your normal Ford Ranger and stuff. This wall behind me as well, if you're wondering about the paint and all that, that's the cutout, so I'll be able to walk through to the other garage, the original one, where all the builds happen. So be able to walk forward and back towards here. So through there will probably be more day-to-day stuff, because I run a garage through there for just normal day-to-day cars and drift car builds and stuff like that. So in here is more your long-term drift car-y big projects, stuff like that. So fabrication more, to be honest. I'm into quite a lot of fabrication now with customers, so it's all good. But yeah, that's why I've not been here for the last 6 months. I've had a lot going on between family and work and COVID and just loads of crap, you know. So I've actually quit my job just now. I'm going to be starting my another company, but I run the garage part-time. So yeah, just kind of trying to get things sorted. So yeah, thanks for still following me, because it's still been going up and up and up, so that's good. So yeah, we should hopefully see you in the next week or two, and we'll get started with the JZ and all the other stuff, and be back to schedule as normal. Hopefully get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 videos a month out to you. So yeah, see you later. Bye bye.